Hello everyone, my name is Sarfaraz and today we are going to discuss the summary of this story, The Rat Trap. You all people know that I always explain the text line by line, word by word, but many students like to hear the summary of the story. That's why I made this video, just because of your need and your desire. Okay, so let's go. Once upon a time, there was a tramp moving around the city selling homemade rat traps. Basically, he recycled many stolen things to make the rat traps to earn money. But that was not enough for his survival. Being a poor man, his cheeks were sunken and he was having eyes full of hunger. There was no one in this world for him. One nice day, an idea came into his mind that the whole world was nothing but a big trap, basically, like a rat trap. And he thought that all the material things except our needs are like a bait for a man. Having every luxury is closer, human beings are trapped by those things. He Here we can see our protagonist like a philosopher. One dark evening, he was wandering somewhere with heavy steps. He saw a grey cottage by the roadside. There he met a crofter living a lonely life. He was not having any blood relation or relative. Okay. So he was not having a child or any wife. He was very happy to get the company of Tramp. He offered supper and had a warm conversation and played mazzolis with Tramp. He was a good guest. In reality, the crofter had job in Ramzo Ironworks once, so he had worked over there in his good days when he was young. Now, in his old age, he had a cow to milk and earn a livelihood. He saved 30 kroners by selling milk. Next day, the crofter went to milk his cow and the guest took his way. But the greediness of the tramp brought him again at the door of the crofter's cottage to steal his 30 kroners from the leather pouch hanging on a nail in the window frame. The peddler took the money and went through a deep forest to avoid the public road. What happened in the forest with him? This is the curiosity. Okay, so what happened in the forest with him is the same philosophy came into head when he could not pass through the forest. The whole world like a big rat trap, and we human beings are trapped by bats. In the late December, the more darkness increased, the more his gloom and despair. He thought that he would die in that forest, but as soon as he laid his head onto the ground, he heard a thumping sound of hammer. He tried his best to stand as he was badly tired. He headed towards the iron mills. The people over there were so indulged that he did not know his presence. When the peddler went closer to the furnace, the blacksmiths glanced only casually and differently at the tramp. Luckily, fortunately, the owner of the mills visited the place to inspect. When he came very closer to the peddler, he mistook him as his old friend. Okay, he called him Nils Olof. He wanted to take him home as he considered him a good captain. But the tramp didn't like to go to throw himself into the lion's den. He refused to go to the owner's castle. Next day, Edla, owner's young and beautiful daughter, came to take him as her guest on the occasion of Christmas. She was very generous and caring, as well as very kind-hearted girl. Through this hospitality, Tramp's heart changed into a gentleman's heart. He didn't go with them to the church and fled from there, leaving a present for Edla with a token of love, a letter from a changed man. He signed the same name, Captain von Estehel. He left 30 kroners to give the crofter as a present for Edla and vanished from there. The rat trap was a Christmas present from a rat who would have been caught in this mundane world. The story ends with the end of his letter and a little cry of joy of Edla Wilmanson. Okay, thank you very much for listening. So this was the summary of this story. Now we going ahead with the theme of this story. So please listen this video carefully and completely. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. And if possible, you can share with your friends and ask them to subscribe the same. So now the theme of the rat trap. So the first theme according to me is kindness to everyone, love for everyone, hatred for none. So this might be the theme of this rat trap. The rat trap is a very short and almost fairy tale that moves around the transforming power of human care and kind words. An unknown and unnamed peddler goes from seeing the world as one big rat trap and engaging in robbery to returning his stolen property and declaring himself free, all as a result of experiencing the politeness and generosity from Edla's side. And it has happened on the occasion of Christian festival. In the letter, he says how her kindness has helped him to clear himself of the rat trap of life, and further tells that because of her nice behavior and treatment, he became a real captain. He wants to become like her in future. He also likes to enjoy the life to the fullest with gentlemanliness and generousness and kindness as well. So this is the first theme. I would like to share the another theme, and that theme could be loneliness among three characters. You can find loneliness and companionship. So everyone is lacking companionship, so they are living a very lonely life. So there are mainly three characters who are lonely, and because of their loneliness shows some negative and positive attractions, or you can say positive effects on their mindset and on their life. Tramp was alone. There was no one in this world for him to help, to live, to talk, okay, to be his friend. His loneliness affects him to engage in petty thievery, in begging, in stealing many things from the store, and selling rat traps, only to live, only to survive. Despite all this, he still can barely keep body and soul together, and in general leads a sad and monotonous life. On the other hand, the old crofter leads a meager and lonely life. It is evident because of loneliness he takes in the peddler to so willingly, as he is very glad to get this opportunity. What was that opportunity? The opportunity was to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. By Crofter's service, by Crofter's generousness or generosity, the peddler did not get any positive effect any positive changes in his heart. But in the end, we see that in the end he comes across a gentle and kind lady, Edla Wilmanson, who shows care, kindness and trust within him, okay, that gives him positive attitude about the world. In his letter, he accepts that Edla is very nice, young, beautiful girl, okay, very nice to her, and only because of her good mannerism and trust he transformed himself from a robber to a captain. Now he was free from such a negative thought about the world. So what was the negative thought of his? His negative thought was that he was thinking, or in his opinion, the whole world was like a rat trap, and we people are trapped by many things like food items, like shelters, like many luxuries, or like all material things in this world. So according to him, all the material things are working as a BAIT. So this is the theme of this story. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I am very hopeful that you will like and share with your friends, and if you are new visitor, so you can subscribe my channel for getting latest updates, okay, regarding all the subject material. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you are happy, and I pray to God that all my students, all my viewers could get 95 plus in class 12th exam, final exam. So thank you very much for watching.